Many of us have not been as active in the last year and a half thanks to lockdowns and staying safe at home. And we're also heading towards colder weather, whether we like it or not. So needless to say, many of us are going to need extra support. So culinary nutritionist Trudy Stone is here with us today to give us that extra support. It is so good to see your lovely face in our new space. What do you think?
I love what you've done with the place. It is gorgeous in here. You guys have been hard at work.
Hard at work. I can't take any of the credit, but I do love it in here. I love it here. So you've got a list of do's and don'ts for us when it comes to our joint health. What is your first one?
I do, Tracy. So the first one is don't sit for long periods of time. And you just said it. We've been inactive for a very long time. We want to try to get away from that desk as much as we possibly can.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Most people that experience joint pain either experience it when they first wake up or after sitting for long periods of time.
Yeah.
So we want to get up and get away from that desk and get moving a little bit more. And we actually have an exercise that we're going to do together right now, Tracy. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Now, this is a simple one, okay?
Okay.
All you got to do is you just got to throw your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and then you just kind of want to pump your arms a little bit, and that just helps to get the blood flowing.
It actually feels good to do that. This is actually the way we're supposed to be walking around all the time, which feels so odd to me, but this is proper posture.
Yeah.
Shoulders back.
And the thing is, too, Tracy, is that when we're sitting at our desk all the time, we're always hunched over, right?
Yes.
So this is a great way to just kind of, improve that posture a little bit more.
Absolutely.
Okay? And then if you can't, get away from your desk. Maybe you're just on these back-to-back phone calls. How about popping in the earbuds? Maybe just taking a walk in the park and taking that call on the go. Okay?
Absolutely. That's a really good tip.
Yeah, we just got to change the way that we think about exercise, right? We can't think about it as torture. If we think it's torture, then that's what our perception is going to be, right?
Yes.
So think about it as a self-care practice, and it'll feel more restorative.
That's a beautiful way of looking at it. And I hear this from my mom all the time when she's like, I have to keep moving because my joints hurt me less when I'm moving.
Right.
So that is the reality. You think you're going to hurt more? No, you're going to hurt more if you are sedentary and you're not moving anywhere.
Absolutely.
What have you got for us next?
Okay, so the next don't is you want to limit those inflammatory foods.
Right.
And sugar, I'm sorry to say, is at the top of that list.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, sugar creates a lot of inflammation in our body, right? It also affects your joints and affects your muscles as well. And studies show that processed sugars actually release pro-inflammatory substances in our body, which cause inflammation.
Yes.
Okay? So what we want to do is, first of all, we want to be a little bit more smarter at looking at labels, right?
Yeah.
Looking for things that end in O, so like sucrose, fructose, and then sugar's also hiding in foods that we wouldn't expect it, right? So things like ketchup, our pasta sauce, crackers, our favorite healthy breakfast cereals. There's sugar lurking in there too. Okay. So here's the thing. It's never about like not eating sugar or all the things we can't have, right? We just want to, swap things out a little bit more often. So if you like that bowl of ice cream at, in the evening, maybe making something like this, like a sweet potato chia seed parfait. So simple to whip up.
Okay, so why don't you show us, because it looks very pretty.
I will. So it first starts out with like this chia seed mixture. So I just, in a mason jar, add some chia seeds, some coconut milk, a little bit of maple syrup, maybe some cinnamon, okay? Shake that up, pop it in the fridge for a couple hours.
Okay.
And then next I take my roasted sweet potatoes, just pop them in the oven for a bit. You could do it in the microwave too if you want to cut corners, right?
Yep.
And then put it in the food processor with some more spices, maybe some turmeric, some ginger, right?
Yeah.
So all those anti-inflammatory foods, right? The ginger, the turmeric, the chia seeds.
Yeah.
And then we just want to layer it together, okay? So once you do that, it's super simple, okay? So you just want to just put your sweet potato mixture maybe on the bottom, right? So you got that in there. And then you just want to take your chia seed mixture, maybe pop that on the top. And then maybe put a little bit more sweet potato on the top there. There you go. And then sprinkle on some, some shredded coconut.
Listen, it's not a tiramisu, but if you're looking to get a little bit of that sweetness into your diet and you also want the anti-inflammatory effects, that is such a good way to do it. That's what we need. And there's also an easy way to also help your joints.
Right. If you're looking for a faster way to improve joint health, I really like Jameson Joint Health because it can actually reduce joint relief in actually as little as 5 days, okay? And it contains 300 milligrams of chicken eggshell membrane in addition to vitamin D. So it's also good for your bone health as well. And one capsule a day is all you need.
That is great. So you've got another piece of advice for us, and this is really important.
Yes, it's getting enough sleep, Tracy.
I love sleep.
So our ability to make all the healthy things that we just talked about earlier, all those healthy decisions, are severely impacted if we don't get enough sleep. And studies also show that if we don't get enough sleep, it can actually contribute to inflammation in the body. So we want to get at least 7 hours of sleep a night. I don't know how much you get, Tracy, but
8 hours,
yeah,
girl.
good for you.
Sometimes more than that. I am militant about my sleep because no one wants to be be around me if I haven't slept. It's not a good scene. Trust me, you're not going to like it. If I'm hungry or tired, it's awful. So I go to bed really early.
I love that. But sometimes I actually have a hard time like falling asleep. So that's why I like to do like an evening routine. Okay. So all that is just 30 minutes before bed. I shut down all those devices. I turn the lights down low, maybe light a candle, you know, make my favorite tea, grab a good book, right? And just curl up and read. And that actually sends a signal to your brain that, hey, the day is done, work is done, we are winding down here, we are preparing for bed, okay? So try that if you have a hard time falling asleep, okay? And that's really gonna help to improve your joint health. It's also gonna just help to maintain your joint health overall and your overall health when you're getting enough sleep. If you're looking for maintaining your joint health a little bit more, I really like Jameson glucosamine because it has a special formula that's actually gentler on the stomach since it utilizes the sulfate form of glucosamine.
Okay, all right, so try that, get a good sleep, eat all the right foods, look for the hidden sugars.
Yes.
There are a lot of hidden sugars that we're not thinking of, even in your milk, right?
Right.
Thank you so much for that.
Thanks, Tracy.